Partnerships can be one of the most powerful drivers of growth, but a lot of people don't know how to use it. They feel like you have to be a really huge brand to leverage partnerships. So a lot of us don't even bother looking into it. In this video, I'm going to share with you how I closed partnerships worth $78,000 as the Vice President of Growth for a Canadian-based startup within 6 months. But first, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for all the love and support that you have been showing to me. If this is your first time coming across my video on my channel, my name is Deyi-Daniel, and I'm building a community of 100 million people who are crazy about growth. On this channel, I film about personal, career, and business growth. You should be a part of this community, so subscribe. One thing that you need to know is that partnerships is not about having the biggest name in the room. It is majorly about identifying the right partners that can help you scale faster than you have ever imagined. So to provide context, this startup that I worked for was bridging the gap for underrepresented founders. They were providing access to the tools, the resources, the funding, everything that underrepresented founders needed to grow and scale their businesses. That was like the major thing that we were doing in this startup. And as the Vice President of Growth, I wanted to create partnerships that helped us achieve this goal, while of course helping our partners achieve their own goals. I want to show you the exact strategy that I used and how you can replicate these results regardless of where you are in your growth journey. First step, you need to identify what you need and identify the partners that can help you meet your need. Partnerships that deliver awesome results are not just random. You don't just walk up to brands or other companies because you like them, because you like their founder, because you like their mission, because you like their value. You have to identify specific strategic partners that will help you meet your need. And that means that you have to first understand, what do you need to grow? What can you offer your audience that is going to meet their need and make them stick to you? What do you need to be able to offer higher values to your current customers? And that's what growth is. Because the more value you offer, the more people come to you and the more revenue that you get to bring in. So partnerships are not random. You don't just walk up to people because you like them, because you like their brand. First thing is identify what you need and how they can help you meet that need. So in my case and for that startup, I was targeting PEC partners and mentors. Now, PEC partners were like companies that had tools, that had resources, that had services that underrepresented founders needed to grow. So I was looking for companies who could offer some kind of discount on their services to founders who really needed them. And then I was also looking for mentors, individuals who had achieved awesome stuff and were willing to give out their time to share their knowledge with these founders who needed that sort of knowledge to grow. So when you are choosing your partners, first you need to ask yourself, what resource gap does your audience currently have? Which needs do your audience currently have that you are not able to fulfill as a brand, as a service provider, or as an individual? Which companies or brands or individuals already fill this gap? Then finally, how can you present these individuals that currently fill this gap? How can you present them an opportunity that meets their own needs? Because partnership is not just about you. It's also about what the other person, what the other brand, what the other company has to gain. So in my own case now, I needed PEC partners that offered services like financial planning, marketing tools, marketing softwares, all these things that founders need to grow their startup. Then also mentors that are like successful entrepreneurs. Let me give you an example that clearly spells this out. So let's say that you're a marketing agency, you want to offer more services, but you don't have the capacity to. Let's say that you want to offer a design software to your clients, but you don't have the capacity to build your own. You can partner with a company that already has a design software to offer this design software to your clients, to your audience at a specific discount, while giving them the opportunity to like access a larger client base. That means you give them access to your own customer base while getting to offer your own customers more value. So this will add value to your own service while you give the software provider more leads. The resource gap is that clients need affordable design softwares. Where you come in is that you identify companies that provide this service. And how you align your goals with your partner is that you give this design software access to more leads, access to more customers, while adding value to your own service. Another example is, let's say you run a fitness studio and you want to offer more value to your clients without stretching your budget. You can partner with brands that create healthy meals. Let's say many of your clients are struggling with healthier ways to eat, but they are struggling with creating time to meal prep. You can partner with this brand that offers healthy meals in such a way that you are able to provide these healthy meals to your clients at a discount, how you promote their own services to your clients, and they promote your fitness studio to their own clients. That is partnerships, when there's like an alignment in goals. You could also partner with like wellness professionals. I mean, nutrition, mental health therapists. These people are professionals, but that service they offer is not within the scope of your own expertise. So what you're going to do is you're going to like partner with these professionals to like come to your studio and maybe hold workshops with your clients, educate them and all of that. So you get to offer more value in your own service, attract more clients, while they also get to meet new leads. People could go ahead to book one-on-one sessions with them. That is partnership. There's an alignment in goals. Again, you figure out a resource gap. So for that fitness studio now, what do your clients need aside workouts? Then you look for somebody who serves that need. And that's where the brand that serves healthy meals come in. And that's where the fitness or wellness professionals, that's where they come in. And then you align on the goals. What do they get from you and what do you get from them? That's like a simple framework for addressing partnership. Resource gap, who serves the goal, and how do you align your goals? Your next step is to craft a tailored pitch for your partners. So now let's say you have already made a list. You have identified, okay, what do you need to add more value to your services, and you have identified the right partners. You want to make a list of those right partners, and then you want to create a pitch that addresses your partner's problems so that you can, bring them in. Now, this part of the show is where a lot of brands fail and is where a lot of brands mess up. This startup that I worked with, when I came in, they already had a pitch that they were using, but the pitch was not converting into partnerships. The partners were not seeing the value or the benefit of the partnerships, and so they were not interested in partnering. This was because the initial pitch was focused on us as a brand and not the benefit that partners get to have. Nobody wants to partner with you for nothing. Your pitch has to show that there is a value exchange. What is in it for them? In my case, when I was reaching out to mentors, I wasn't just telling them that, oh, I want you to come and mentor this specific set of underrepresented founders. I was letting them know that I have a highly motivated, ready to work set of founders who they could engage and get them to use their own products or services. Same thing when I was talking to PEC partners. I was letting them know that while you are offering discounts to our founders, you are connecting to people who are ready to use your product and become loyal evangelists, people that are willing to shout about your product and help you get more leads. So what I was offering was a new customer base for our partners and a source of future collaborations for these partners. So this is how I structured my pitch. Problem, solution, value. The problem, underrepresented founders are struggling with access to resources, to tools, to funding. Solution, by partnering with us, you can offer these founders the resources that they need to succeed, while positioning your brand as a champion for diversity and inclusion. The value, not only will they be helping us uplift these founders, they will also gain access to a loyal customer base of people who are super excited to use their products. This will lead to new sales, testimonials, brand advocacy. I made sure to highlight all of these things in the pitch. The next step is to approach these brands and close the partnership deals with precision. One thing that really helped me close quite a number of deals with these brands is that I did not approach like I was approaching companies, because the truth is that behind every company is a person. There are people. So I did not just structure my pitch like I was just sending it to a random company. I made sure that it was very personalized. I identified the person that was in charge of partnerships through LinkedIn. You can search company name as well as partnerships. You can go to their company page and search the list of employees and see people who have partnerships or titles that are close to partnerships, so that you can truly personalize your outreach. I made sure that I figured out who would most likely be addressing partnership, and just in case I did not find the specific person that handled partnerships for the brand, I made sure that whoever that I was going to reach out to, I added a clause asking them to please guide me to the person who handles partnership if they could not handle it. So like I said, do not reach out like you're just reaching out to a faceless brand. Do your research. Figure out the person who could help you seal these partnerships. Do your research on them and reach out in a very personalized manner. Mention their name in the pitch. Show that you have done your research. Are they passionate about diversity and inclusion? Have they already partnered with companies before on the basis of the reason why you are reaching out? For me now, one of the reasons was diversity and inclusion. We needed to help underrepresented founders. So I looked for brands that have values that highlighted diversity and inclusion. This made my outreach really, really personalized. And when I reached out through email, LinkedIn messages, after I reached out to these partners, and when I jumped on calls with the persons, I made sure that I highlighted that I was really interested in building a relationship with them. I was not just interested in the transactions, in what we had to offer to each other. I was also interested in building relationship with the person. I made sure that my genuineness shined through the conversations. One other thing you must never forget, especially when you are reaching out for partnerships, is that you need to follow up. Most times it is not the day you send a message that you get a response. 2 days after, 3 days after, you might need to send a follow-up message, because you have to understand that these people could be busy, they could have forgotten, your message could have skipped their mind. The real success is in follow-ups. So follow up your message after you have sent your initial outreach. So for the next step that I'm going to talk about in this video, after you have had conversations, jumped on calls, you have closed these partnerships like I did, what you do next is going to really determine how long these partnerships will go on for, if these people would renew the partnerships, if they are going to be excited to partner with you ever again. That's where step 4 comes in. You need to deliver on the results that you have promised. One thing that I was very keen about was making sure that my partners saw the results of their involvement with me. I did not just assume that they are going to know. Please do not just assume that your partners are going to see the results. Your partners can already see the success in what you are doing. You need to track it and you need to speak about it. You need to track the results of the partnership and also communicate it to them. One thing that I did was that I sent monthly reports. For me, who was looking for pet partners and mentors to help underrepresented founders, I made sure that I created reports monthly showing exactly what results we got from the partnerships, how many founders used what tools, what did they use these tools to achieve. I made sure that I tracked it and that I communicated it monthly. This means that I regularly updated them on the impact of the resources that they provided and showed them data on how these resources are improving the founder's success. Another thing that I did was to create case studies. So a few months after these partnerships were in place, I spoke with founders and I created case studies with them about how these resources has helped them to improve their life, to grow their business, to scale their startups. These case studies linked back to our partners. So it provided some sort of brand advocacy, some sort of brand mentions for our partners. The final step is to keep scaling and adjusting. After you have closed your first few set of partnerships, you have established them, I want you to scale. And by scaling, I mean that you need to assess these partnerships and see if they are truly delivering on the results that you envisioned in the beginning. The ones that are delivering on the results, you want to discuss further partnerships with them. You want to look for more brands that are like them. So for me now, what are the tools that the founders are using the most? So you put pressure on what is already working. The truth is that partnerships will always evolve, and as you continue to see results, you continue to fine-tune your process and close more partnership deals. So going forward, when you want to close partnerships for your brand, I want you to think about what your audience really needs. Who are the people that can meet these needs, and how do your values or your goals align? Please be very specific about what you need, because that is the only way you can find the right partners. Along the way, don't forget to pitch with value, build genuine relationships, and show the results of your partnership. Whether you're a small business owner, you're a founder, you're a startup, you are building your personal brand, you can use these same exact steps to create partnerships for your audience in a way that you increase your value and you also increase the value for another brand. I hope you have gained 1 or 2 things from this video. If you have, please like, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Bye-bye.